Good evening, East Alabama. Welcome into the locker room on this Tuesday afternoon. My name is Namath Pitts. I want to go ahead and start the show by telling you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the locker room. We're here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Also tonight, our East Alabama Now news is at 6:30 p.m. Mike Stidham will be back tonight. He had the day off yesterday, and Katie Edwards dealing with some sickness, so praying for Katie today. But Mike will be back today. John Holder will have your local weather, and Jordan Smith will be bringing you your sports. Has a great story on Rocco Maniscalco, who is representing not only Oxford but the United States as he's playing for the USA 15U national team. And again, we have that tonight on our East Alabama Now News. Yesterday we had youth football highlights of Northeast Alabama youth athletics. Here at East Alabama, we have the most up-to-date highlights, up-to-date interviews, updates, scores, standings, stats, all the different things that you need. We have it here each weeknight, Monday through Friday, locker room at 5 p.m. Tomorrow in the locker room, we're going to have highlights of Faith Christian Volleyball against Welborn Volleyball. That game's being played tonight at Faith Christian Academy. Tyler Schmidt will be there getting the highlights. We'll have that tomorrow on the locker room. We start our show every day with our EAN Scoreboard. There wasn't a lot of action yesterday, but there was a little action, so let's go out to our EAN Scoreboard. Let's start with some volleyball action for our EAN Scoreboard. Let's talk about Coach Hughes and the Ohatchee Indians. Coach Rebecca Hughes and the Ohatchee Indians have had a great season so far. Last night, they got the win over Sylacauga. They beat Sylacauga in 3 sets. They lost the first set 25-23, but won the second set 25-22, and won the third set 15-12. Ohatchee went 2-0 last night. Not only did they defeat Sylacauga, they also defeated Mumford, as Ohatchee fell in the first set 23-25 to Mumford, but won the second set 25-17 and took the third set 15-7. With both of those wins last night, Rebecca Hughes' team moves to 14-4 on the season. Alana Fitch last night had 14 kills, 40 assists, 7 aces, and 10 digs. Brett Finn had 5 kills, 3 aces, and 3 blocks. Rebecca Henderson had 17 kills, 7 aces, 11 digs, and 3 blocks. Kate Ryan had 16 assists and 4 digs. Emily Riddle had 9 kills. Ayla Crook had 6 kills, 10 digs. Bailey Fowler had 10 kills, 4 aces. And Savannah Reeves had 22 digs last night. Ohatchee moves to 14-4 on the season as they sweep Sylacauga and sweep Mumford last night. We told you there wasn't a lot of action last night in volleyball, so we're going to talk today on our EAN Scoreboard junior high football. Last year, Welborn's junior high football team went undefeated. En route to going undefeated, Welborn defeated every Calhoun County team on their schedule. Last night, Coach Smith's junior high team at Welborn defeated another in-county rival this season as they're still undefeated. They didn't just beat Ohatchee last night, they beat them soundly. Welborn's junior high last night got the win over Ohatchee by a score of 30-0. And if you're Coach Smith, you already got a young sophomore quarterback on varsity this year. You got to be excited about your junior high team that's going to fit into your varsity program as the years continue. But last night, Welborn got the win over Ohatchee 30-0. Also in junior high action last night, the Oxford Yellow Jackets went head-to-head with Shades Valley. And you're speaking about having to be excited about young talent. If you're Sam Adams, you have to be excited about the junior high talent he has. He has one of the top quarterbacks in the state right now in Mason Mims, who is currently committed to play college football for Louisville. But Mason Mims' younger brother is the quarterback for the junior high, I believe he's on JV now, but he was in junior high. So the talent coming up behind Mason Mims and his younger brother, and the talent outside of him, young players, you got to be excited. I apologize right there. It could be wrong on Mims being on junior high. It could be JV now. But needless to say, a lot of really good talent for Ohatchee's junior high team. They got a win over Shades Valley last night 20-12, as Oxford Junior High gets another win. I believe that's 2 wins now in a row to start the season for Oxford's junior high team. They beat Shades Valley 20-12. Last night, Anniston went on the road to Cherokee County. Cherokee County, Jacob Kelly's team had some tough news. They had to lose Tittle to the season. So you're looking for guys that are going to step up. Obviously, looking at guys in the junior high that are going to come in when Tay Diamond graduates, these other important pieces. For Anniston's Coach Rico Jackson, they're also looking at the talent that's going to feed into the varsity program. A school that sent guys to Alabama, to Auburn, SEC type places. Last night it was Anniston, Cherokee County 2, area team, or two region teams, met in junior high action. The Anniston Bulldogs got the win 26-0 over Cherokee County in junior high football action. Both these teams are in the same region, in 4A Region 6. It was a junior high. They don't have region play in junior high, but it was a region junior high game. Anniston got the win over Cherokee County 26-0. You talk about talented junior high teams. Alexandria certainly has talented guys on their junior high team. You look at Ashton Bruner, who moved up. You look at Krill, who moved up. A lot of other players that were very key to Alexandria's 6th grade team winning a championship last year. Last night, Alexandria's junior high team played at Death Valley, played at home. They hosted Weaver. Coach Kofer's team gave them a great game. Weaver Junior High gave us a great game. It was 24-14 ultimately. Alexandria's junior high team did get the win over Weaver. But again, how about Coach Kofer's junior high squad going to Alexandria, keeping this a 10-point game? But ultimately, though, Alexandria did get the win over Weaver 24-14. But again, how about the Weaver Bearcats, again, going to Alexandria? So just looking at our EAN scoreboard, Alexandria 24-14 over Weaver. Again, Anniston 26-0 over Cherokee County. Oxford got a 20-12 win over Shades Valley. Wellborn got a 30-0 win over Ohatchee. In volleyball action, Coach Rebecca Hughes' team swept the night last night. They defeated Mumford in 3 sets. They took 2 sets and fell in a set, and then they defeated Sylacauga in 3 sets. They fell in a set but did win 2 sets. That is our EAN scoreboard from last night. All right, today on the show, we're going to take a look at my East Alabama top 10 rankings for volleyball. Now, we have an ASWA football ranking that drops every week. I released a preseason volleyball rankings, but it has changed a lot in a lot of classifications, and these changes are based on how teams have started this season. So we're going to come back. We're going to talk 1A, 2A, and 3A when we come back. So don't go away. I'm Namath Pitts. We'll be right back as we continue on this Tuesday afternoon. You're watching The Locker Room. Come see Big Woody at Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston. You can't miss the orange and black shop that offers you the toughest tires that keep you safe and comfortable no matter where your journey leads you. Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston, the orange and black shop. Call Big Woody today at 256-236-3475. We are back on The Locker Room on this Tuesday afternoon. My name is Namath Pitts. Today we are going to take a look at my East Alabama top 10 rankings for each classification in volleyball. We did a preseason rankings, but it is now time for us to update those rankings now that we are a couple weeks into the season. Some teams have come out red hot as expected. Other teams have come out a little cold, still looking to heat up down the stretch. And other teams have come out of nowhere. They have been big surprises, have really rose to the occasion. There is a lot of mix-ups from my original top 10 in the preseason to now, and you're going to see it in my classifications. Now, if I have a team ranked number 1, that doesn't mean I think they're going to win the state championship today. It just means based off the way they've started the season, they deserve to be in that ranking. So with that being said, let's take a look at Class 1A. In Class 1A, we're going to take a look, and Spring Garden was the champions a year ago. I had them at number 1 in my preseason rankings, but I actually have them at number 2 right now. I've got University Charter at number 1. You see Addison right there at number 3. Athens Bible is 4. Fayetteville, that's a surprise. I've got the Wolves at number 5. I'm going to explain that in a minute. Billingsley is 6. Faith Christian is 7. We'll have highlights of them tomorrow on The Locker Room. Kinston is 8. Brantley is 9. And another surprise team is Appalachian, who is number 10. Give you a minute to look at these rankings. Let me break these down for you now. So here's the reason why I got these the way I do. University Charters come out and started the season 8-1. They've come out hot. They have a really good differential rating this season so far. So I really like them. I got Spring Garden. They've kind of been more up than down, but ultimately I think Coach Ricky Austin's team's going to be right there when it's said and done. Addison's come out, started the year 8-3, which was a really good start for Addison. Put them at 3. Athens Bibles, started the season 5-1, come out kind of surging hot. I like them in the top. Fayetteville, 13-2 on the season. The Wolves out of Sylacauga have been really, really good. And so I put them in here at 5. That 13-2 start to the season's impressive. I got Billingsley at 6. They started the season undefeated, but I think it's a small sample size with Billingsley. So I'd like to see a little bit more from them before I move them any higher. I got Faith Christian at 7, just traditionally good program in Anniston. I got a new coach, but they obviously have some really good players. You look at Faith Christian, and of course, you got to feel like down the stretch they're going to be a contender. Kinston is number 8. They're 6-3 on the season so far. Number 9 is Brantley, a team that, is a team that probably is not yet played to the level that they're capable of playing, but I'm not going to punish them and put them out of the top 10. I do have them at number 9. And I got Appalachian coming here at 10. They started the year, I think it was like 5-1. I think Appalachian's a sleeper team in terms of maybe trying to get to the state tournament this season, trying to get past regionals. So this is my Class 1A top 10. Appalachian's 10, Brantley's 9, Kinston's 8, Faith Christian 7, Billingsley is 6, Fayetteville's 5, Athens Bible is 4, Addison's 3, Spring Gardens 2, and University Charter is 1. Let's move to 2A. Let me break down 2A a little bit for you because you're already going, whoa, hold on a minute. Probably wondering why Winston County is number 1, right? Pleasant Valley, they're a little low, Namath. Well, let me walk you through this. I got Winston County 1, Mars Hill Bible 2, Washington County 3, Lindsay Lane 4, Pleasant Valley 5, Lexington 6, JU Blackshear 7, GW Long 8, Westminster Oak Mountain 9, and Red Bay 10. Winston County started the season 6-1. They've been really good. They're playing really good, serving the ball really well, have some really good defense. So I felt like, crediting them for the start they've had to the season. And Mars Hill Bible started the season 8-2, same thing. They have a really good strength of schedule. Their strength of schedule is really good. They have a really good just consistency rating this season. And so 8-2. Washington County is a team that, was at the state tournament a year ago. Pleasant Valley beat them in the semifinals. And that's a team that's, again, strength schedule is really good. Their strength schedule is as high as anybody. Now, out of these teams, Pleasant Valley has the highest strength of schedule. And then Lexington has the next highest strength of schedule. So Winston County's strength of schedule is lower, but they started the season strong. Lindsay Lane's right there. Their strength of schedule is really bad. Actually, it's like a 1.2, but they're 18-6 to start the season, so I wanted to reward that. Now, I got Pleasant Valley 5, but their strength of schedule is way above everybody else above them. And, if they can just get Lily Henry continue going, if they can get, of course, Ella Paris healthy, if possible. I'm not sure the status on that. Keep Madison Schwabian. Have these young players that had to come up this year and fill some roles. If they can do that, I think Coach Mann's team's going to repeat. I think she's going to win her first one as the head coach. And then Lexington's got the second toughest strength of schedule behind Pleasant Valley out of these top 10 teams. I'd rate Pleasant Valley's strength of schedule on a 1 to 10. Theirs is probably a 9. Lexington's probably an 8. I'd say Winston County's is probably a 3. Mars Hill 4. Washington County probably 4. Lindsay Lane probably a 1. And Blackshear's not even a 1. But again, they started the year. So Pleasant Valley and Lexington, I still think are the two best teams in 2A. Like, I still think they're the two best teams, even though I got them at 5 and 6. And then again, GW Long, Blackshear. Westminster Oak Mountain's a really good team. You need to keep an eye on them. They're 6-3 on the year so far, but they have really not a really good strength of schedule. But again, they're in that kind of that used to be AISA a long time ago. Now AHSA. Sorry guys, my words are escaping my mind. But keep an eye on Westminster Oak Mountain. And then Red Bay's 10. I just like Red Bay. I like some of their players. They got a really good strength of schedule, in my opinion. I'd probably rate a 5, which is still higher than some of the teams above them. So that's my 2A rankings. Let's move to 3A. I got Mobile Christian at number 1. You see it right here. St. Luke's is number 2. And St. Luke's is a team that, of course, made the state tournament a year ago. I got Houston Academy at 3. Westbrook Christian 4. Ohatchee 5. Lauderdale County 6. Donahoe 7. Geraldine 8, Vinemont 9, and Piedmont 10. Let me walk you through this. Mobile Christian strength of schedule is it's over 10. It is a 10, in my opinion, and they're 7-3 on the year. And I think they're deserving of the 1. St. Luke's strength schedule is probably over a 10 too. It is a 10, and they started off the season 6-3. Houston Academy's strength schedule is probably only like a 3, but they've kind of been perfect on the season so far, been consistent. Westbrook Christian, started the season undefeated. Strength of schedule has been not bad, not necessarily super strong either, but they play Ohatchee tonight. 4 and 5 are meeting in my rankings. Ohatchee, I'd say their strength schedule has been about a 9, and they probably around a little over 500. But I like Rebecca Hughes' team. And 4 and 5 are playing tonight. Westbrook Christian and Ohatchee are meeting tonight, and that is number 4 versus number 5 in my rankings. I got Lauderdale County 6. I like Lauderdale County. I like them across the board, all sports. When I was in high school, they were really good. We went up to Rogersville played them for football in the playoffs. And we were probably a better team than Lauderdale County that year. Truthfully, we really were. But we lost that game. I think a lot of people just were ready for the season to be over. And I'd say the same way for baseball. We went to there one year for baseball, and we lost to them. But I still feel like, again, that same team that year, I feel like was still better than Lauderdale County. But Lauderdale County is really good across the board. They had started 12-3 on the season. I give them probably a 4 strength of schedule wise, but still a really good team. Donahoe, I'm high on Donahoe. I picked them to win the 3A state championship. But Anna Taylor's team's got to start producing a little more. I like Donahoe. I think they're really good. And, this is a 1A team playing 3A volleyball. I mean, the competitive balancing is the reason for that. But they're started like 7-5. Their strength schedule's probably over a 6. But I need to see some more consistency out of Anna Taylor's team. They haven't really put it together yet. Geraldine, I got right there, right behind them. Geraldine is just, again, they haven't really been that good this year, but it's the tradition that speaks for me. Vinemont, that's a team that's been, Vinemont, guys, is 18-3. Strength of schedule's play at 9. You could argue they should be higher on this list, but I put them at 9. I decided to give Piedmont some love. I got the Bulldogs at number 10. Their strength schedule is not necessarily super strong. They fell to Ohatchee in 3 sets, which is my number 5 team, but they got Caleb brothers and Casey brothers. They're really good. I think I told you guys I've been high on Piedmont since the beginning of the year. I thought they'd take a little bit of a step up in terms of just being better this season, and so I got them at number 10. All right, that's my 1A, 2A, and 3A rankings. We still have 4A, 5A, 6A, and 7A. We're going to cover those 4 classifications in just a minute. We'll be right back. Don't go away. We continue on the Locker Room. Come see Big Woody at Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston. You can't miss the orange and black shop that offers you the toughest tires that keep you safe and comfortable no matter where your journey leads you. Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston, the orange and black shop. Call Big Woody today at 256-236-3475.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
We are back on the Locker Room on this Tuesday afternoon talking Namath Pitts' East Alabama top 10 rankings for volleyball. We talked about the ASWA releases a football ranking each week, but no volleyball ranking has been released so far. I did a preseason top 10. This is my first ranking since the beginning of the preseason. Let's get right back into the action, and let's go ahead and talk Class 4A. As we move to Class 4A, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not as red surging hot as I thought they would be to start the season, but I still got Whitney Watch's team number 1 in my rankings, and of course I have reasons behind this. I mean, you look at Alexandria's strength of schedule. They started the season with Lawrence County. It's over a 10. I'd say their strength of schedule is probably stronger than anybody in 4A right now. I'd say if you added 1 to 10, they're way over 10. They're probably like a 14 or 15. I got them at number 1 in the midst of that. Now, outside of Alexandria, I really like Deschler. I like the start Deschler's had to the year, 16-3 on the season. Not necessarily a strong strength of schedule, in my opinion, but they've been consistent with their offense and defense. So I got Deschler at Tuscumbia at number 2. A little bit of a surprise there. I got Geneva at 3. They started the season undefeated. They probably got a 5 out of 10 strength of schedule, in my opinion. Again, been consistent, but I got them at 3. Prattville Christian, I got them at 4. Look, Prattville Christian, came up because of competitive balancing. Really good program, just really consistent. Number 5 is Madison Academy. They haven't really played that good this year, to be honest with you. But again, it's all about what they've done in the past for me to keep them in here. Madison County at 6. Madison County's been they've been okay. They've about 15-6 on the season, but I think their strength of schedule is probably an 8 out of 10. And so I got the team out of Gurley at number 6. I got West Morgan at 7. They probably 15-2 started the season. Strength schedule not very strong. Probably I'd rate it a 3 or 4. But I got West Morgan in my top 10 at number 7. I got Good Hope at 8. Not really much of a good, probably I think they're like 13-5. Not really a strong strength of schedule. But again, every year when you get to regionals, you start talking about state, you start talking about teams. Good Hope's a team you got to talk about. Cherokee County, I got them at number 9. I mean, look, Cherokee County's been really good this year. I think it started the season 14-5. I'd probably give them over a 5 at least on a strength of schedule. I really like Cherokee County. I think they're going to be really good. And they played Alexandria, took the first set. Alexandria came back and won it, but Cherokee County did win a set against the number 1 team. And how about the Aggies of Jackson? Everybody talks about their football team. Well, their volleyball team started season 8-1. So that's a team down south that's still a little young. But this is my top 10 and 4. I got Alexandria 1, Daschler 2, Geneva 3, Prattville Christian 4, Madison Academy 5, Madison County 6, West Morgan 7, Good Hope 8, Cherokee County 9, and Jackson 10. All right, let's move to 5A. We don't have any local teams except Jacksonville, and they fell out of my rankings just because of the start of the season. Now, do I think Amber Russell's team is still capable? Absolutely. But right now, they're out of my rankings. I got Guntersville, 23-3 start to the season. I rate their strength of schedule as 7. Been really consistent. I'll put them at 1. I got Priceville at 2. This is a team that moved up in classification. But you look at Priceville, start of the season 19-2. I'd give them a strength of schedule of about a 7 when you look at their competition. So I'm just throwing some curveballs. I'm going Priceville 2. I got Montgomery Catholic 3. Still really good. You look at Montgomery Catholic, state champions in the past. I mean, moving up because of competitive balancing. This team that's 10-4. Their strength of schedule is a 10. No question about it. Same thing with Trinity behind them. Their strength of schedule is over a 10. Started the season 7-3. They're both private schools. They're both going to be a handful in 5A. I got ARAB. They're always consistent. They haven't really come out good, though. They're 9-6 start the year. They got a strength schedule of a 10, in my opinion. But ARAB, I still like them because of what they traditionally do. I got Corner. At number 6. I'm going with the private school, UMS Wright, at 7. I like Lawrence County out of Moulton. I think they've been up and down so far, but their strength of schedule's up to a 10. Faith Academy is a surpriser. I got them at 9. They started the season 11-5. Their strength of schedule equals a 9, in my opinion. And then I got Sardis. I got the Lions at number 10. Keep an eye on Sardis. They're out of Boaz. Started the season 9-3. Their strength schedule is very weak, but I think it's a team that has took care of business. So Sardis 10, Faith Academy 9, Lawrence County 8, UMS Wright 7, Corner 6, ARAB 5, Trinity Presbyterian 4, Montgomery Catholic, the Knights are 3, Priceville is 2, and Guntersville is 1. In my preseason rankings, I did not have Oxford ranked, but I do now because Wendy McKibben's team came out and started undefeated before falling to Alexandria and Sylacauga back-to-back, but I still like them at 7. Now, Saraland's number 1 in 6A, Montgomery Academy's 2, Spanish Fort's 3, Gulf Shores is 4, Hazel Green's 5. I got Mountain Brook 6. Whoa, Namath, why is Mountain Brook at 6? I still think Mountain Brook can win the state championship, but they have not started the season out very good. So I got them at 6. Oxford 7, Northridge 8, Buckhorn 9, and Pelham 10. Let me walk you through these rankings because I'm sure you're wondering. Well, Saraland, their strength of schedule is a 10. They're 8-3 on the season. Montgomery Academy has a 10 on the strength schedule. They're 24-2 on the season. Both of those teams have the highest consistency rate from what I've seen. Spanish Fort has a 10. They're 22-5 on the season. And so that's why I got those back-to-back. Gulf Shores moving up from 6A, really good. Hazel Greens started the season 11-1. And they're got probably an 8 on strength of schedule. So that's why they're there. Mountain Brook has come out a little flat, 5-3 to start the year. But their strength of schedule, guys, is over a 15. I mean, they're going to probably be back in that top 2 some point soon. I got Wendy McKibben's team at 7. Look, Oxford's been really good. They came out, started season 8-2. Strength of schedule is clearly a 7. Haven't played a ton of higher classification talent. But look, there's some really good lower classification talent here in Calhoun County, probably as good as anywhere. so she's still been playing really good teams. Northridge is 8. I got Buckhorn at 9. Buckhorn's 21-7, already played 28 games. Strength of schedule, probably a 9 for the team out of Newmarket. And Pelham, 19-6 start to the season. Their strength schedule is definitely a 10 for them as well. So in 6A, I got Saraland 1, Montgomery Academy 2, Spanish Fort 3, Gulf Shores 4, Hazel Green 5, Mountain Brook 6, Oxford 7, Northridge 8, Buckhorn 9, and Pelham 10. We don't have any 7A schools, but we're still going to quickly go through 7A. I got Bob Jones at 1, McGill-Tulin is 2, Bayside Academy 3, Huntsville's 4, Hoover is 5, Auburn is 6, Thompson is 7, Vestavia Hills is 8, Daphne is 9, and Fairhope is 10. Look, Bob Jones, I mean, you talk about all these teams. Every single one of them strength schedule is over a 10. Every single one of them. Bob Jones 27-3 to start the season. McGill-Tulin 18-5. Huntsville 10-2. Hoover 11-4. Daphne's 14-2. I got them at 9. You know, Auburn's 8-3. Thompson 7-3. Vestavia Hills started 5-2. Fairhope started the season 15-6. So I think the ceiling for Huntsville is really high. That's a team I'd keep an eye on. But you got to feel like Bayside Academy is good, but they've met their match in Bob Jones and McGill-Tulin. So I like Bob Jones and McGill-Tulin to kind of go for it again in Class 7A. All right, that's going to do it for us today. We want to thank you for watching The Locker Room. Hey, hope you'll join us back here tomorrow for highlights of Faith Christian and Welborn. I'm Namath Pitts. That's going to do it for us. Thank you for watching The Locker Room.